title of speech, we should build the cat contestants Padmasoonam, youth leader Padmasoonam.
There is hope. If we begin to awaken the spiritual part of ourselves, the heartfelt knowledge that we are the caretakers of this planet. Honorable judges, respected Toastmasters, youth leaders, contest master, guests, and dear parents, a very good evening to one and all. What will happen if there is no enough oxygen in this hall? We all would suffer. So what do you think will be the root cause of this suffering? The answer is very simple. We, the mankind on this planet, knowingly or unknowingly, we too are adding our share to this alarming global problem. Environmental pollution is one of the biggest problems that the world faces today. It is a problem that troubles us physically, economically, mentally, and throughout our lives. There are also various diseases that are related to this pollution. There are various forms of pollution, but the major ones are air, water, soil, radiation, and so on and on. A study reveals that approximately 14,000 people die daily because of water pollution. It is truly unbelievable. Consumption of contaminated water is one of the biggest problems that the world is going to face sooner. If there is no fresh drinking water, we are half dead, and if there is no fresh air to breathe, we are fully dead. So why has this problem risen up so much, and what as common citizens can we do to solve it? If the people of the world take real interest, this problem can be solved in a much better way. If the people and the government deal with this problem, the world's environmental condition will be much, much better. But then, if the current way continues, catastrophic consequences will be faced in the future. Another factor that adds to this is pesticides. Pesticides to boost, to skyrocket this problem, and there are many living victims who are suffering because of this. Next to my hometown, back in India, there is an entire area that is suffering because of the excessive use of pesticides. And the children that are born there have all types of physical, mental disorders, including skin problems, because of the contaminated air, water, and soil that they live in. And once, when I had gone to the hospital, I accidentally saw a victim of this. A little girl had a big, bulged out face with swollen eyes and a thin, skinny body. It was so pathetic to see the condition that it was really heartbreaking. This is a man-made disaster, and the question is why? Why can't we stop it? And what are the ways that should be done to stop it? There are plenty million little ways that we can do ourselves. Switch on to organic farming instead of using the deadly pesticides. And don't forget the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Save trees, plant more trees, save energy, control emission of smoke from factories, vehicles, homes, etc. And stop dumping of garbage and waste into the water resources. But then, is all this possible in this fast-moving modern world? Because it should be possible. Because the environment is not just meant for the human beings, but also for all the living creatures. And if you just use this world for our benefit and betterment, don't worry, in a few years it will be extinct. There will be nothing left on it. And an old saying is like the river Ganga. It's one of the holiest rivers in India. If you take a dip in the river, it was said previously all our sins would go away. But then, presently they say that if you take a dip in that river, your spiritually all sins will go away, but physically you'll get a lot of them. And as the saying goes, we have not inherited the world from our ancestors, but have borrowed it from our children. So it is our duty to protect it and keep it well, that so our future generations will have a better earth to live in. Over to you, sir.